1 Samuel 6, 1 through 18. After the chest of God had been among the Philistine people for 7 months, the Philistine leaders called together their religious professionals, the priests, and experts on the supernatural for consultation. How can we get rid of this chest of God? Get it off our hands without making things worse? Tell us. They said, if you're going to send the chest of the God of Israel back, don't just dump it on them. Pay compensation. Then you will be healed. After you're in the clear again, God will let up on you. Why wouldn't he? And what exactly would make for adequate compensation? 5 gold tumors and 5 gold rats, they said, to match the number of Philistine leaders, since all of you, leaders and people, suffered the same plague. Make replicas of the tumors and rats that are devastating the country, and present them as an offering to the glory of the God of Israel. Then maybe he'll ease up and not be so hard on you and your gods and on your country. Why be stubborn like the Egyptians and Pharaoh? God didn't quit pounding on them until they let the people go. Only then did he let up. So here's what you do. Take a brand new ox cart and 2 cows that have never been in harness. Hitch the cows to the ox cart and send their calves back to the barn. Put the chest of God on the cart. Secure the gold replicas of the tumors and rats that you are offering as compensation in a sack, and set them next to the chest. Then send it off, but keep your eyes on it. If it heads straight back home to where it came from, toward Beit Shemesh, it is clear that this catastrophe is a divine judgment. But if not, we'll know that God had nothing to do with it. It was just an accident. So that's what they did. They hitched 2 cows to the cart, put their calves in the barn, and placed the chest of God and the sack of gold rats and tumors on the cart. The cows headed straight for home, down the road to Beit Shemesh, straying neither right nor left, mooing all the way. The Philistine leaders followed them to the outskirts of Beit Shemesh. The people of Beit Shemesh were harvesting wheat in the valley. They looked up and saw the chest. Jubilant, they ran to meet it. The cart came into the field of Joshua, a Beit Shemeshite, and stopped there beside a huge boulder. The harvesters tore the cart to pieces, then chopped up the wood and sacrificed the cows as a burnt offering to God. The Levites took charge of the chest of God and the sack containing the gold offerings, placing them on the boulder. Offering the sacrifices, everyone in Beit Shemesh worshipped God most heartily that day. When the 5 Philistine leaders saw what they came to see, they returned the same day to Ekron. The 5 gold replicas of the tumors were offered by the Philistines in compensation for the cities of Ashdod, Gaza, Ashkelon, Gath, and Ekron. The 5 gold rats matched the number of Philistine towns, both large and small, ruled by the 5 leaders. The big boulder on which they placed the chest of God is still there in the field of Joshua of Beit Shemesh, a landmark.